And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host, Jonathan. Once again, bringing you my thoughts and review for last night's and return of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 6, Episode 1. The return is here, people. Nearly, like 2 years since this thing ended. This movie, this TV show, season finale of Season 5 ended like a couple of months before Infinity War. So we've been waiting, still waiting to see if we're going to get a Season 6. No idea. We got confirmation we're getting 6, but now we're going to get confirmation that we're also getting Season 7. So, let's recap a little bit of what's been going on. If you don't remember Season 5, you might as well go back and watch that before you even think about watching Season 6, because things happen from that point on to now. So, spoilers if you haven't seen last night's episode, and of course, if you haven't been keeping up with it. So, the last time we saw the team, Agent Coulson was pretty much in the midst of being dead. You know, he made a deal with Ghost Rider to become Ghost Rider for a couple of moments. And then, but that was back in near the end of Season 4. And then, of course, we all knew he was going to eventually get killed by that. He made a deal. His deal was about to come closer, come get him, pretty much. And they went to space. They went to space in the future to try to stop a catastrophic event that was going to happen involving Daisy. And then we got to meet some Kree people. And then we got to see some of the people on Earth pretty much turn on the agents themselves. And of course, one of the generals, General Tabard, came out of nowhere. He ended up getting inhuman powers. He went ballistic. He went crazy. And the team literally had to sacrifice a lot to stop him, which they did. What they sacrificed, pretty much Coulson dies at the end of the show. We don't see him because at the end of the episode, the last episode of Season 5, he's on, I think, Tahiti or something, where he's with Melinda May. They're doing their thing. They're pretty much together, spending his kind of final hours. And of course, Agent Fitz also dies, Gemma's husband. Well, now we move forward to Season 6. And now with Coulson gone, the team has to move forward to try to rebuild S.H.I.E.L.D. from the ground up. Because S.H.I.E.L.D.'s reputation has pretty much went to hell. Not counting what happened with, Captain America and, Hydra and all that stuff. It pretty much went to hell because what's been going on, people thinking that Daisy was a threat, and they were attacking, senators, and even though that was their doppelgangers after what happened with Ada. So Mac is now in charge of the team, and he's building a new team, and of course, typical moments. You go to work, you're ready to begin, and new threats appear out of nowhere. So they're literally going to investigate what's been going on. People coming out of portals, out of strange areas, and they need to figure out what's going on. These big people come out of nowhere. They don't know what they are. They could be aliens. They could be monsters. They don't know what they are. They look like humans, but nobody knows what they are. And while that's all happening, you have Daisy and Gemma with Pepper. They not to be confused with Pepper Potts, another Pepper. They're all in space trying to find Fitz. Because remember, from last season, Season 5, Fitz froze himself so he can get to the future to be with Gemma and try to help him out. His 2000, I guess, maybe 18, 19 body is still frozen somewhere in space. Something happens to the ship that he was on. It gets destroyed, and now we don't know where Fitz is. We don't see Fitz until the end of the episode, but that was pretty interesting. What happened to him? We don't know. Memory loss, maybe somebody brainwashed him, who knows. But at the end of the episode, we do see him come back, and he's like ejecting himself or something, so that's interesting. So hopefully, moving forward. Like I said, this episode was a little slow, but that's okay. Normally with S.H.I.E.L.D., it starts off slow, but when you start listening to the story and start putting it together, it starts picking up like a couple episodes later on. It starts picking up with the action. Cool action scenes here, but not really too spectacular. It wasn't the best opening season, but it was still intriguing. The ending also got everybody off guard because Coulson comes back. but he's not acting like his normal self. He's acting like a freaking Terminator. And I don't know if Clark Gregg, I think that's the actor's name who plays Coulson. I don't know if the dude was working out, but the dude looks jacked in this show. Maybe it was the lighting or something in my end, but he looked huge, so that was cool. So, and everybody, even May was like, wait, what? Like, they're like, wait, how can he be alive? A lot of possibilities for what happened. Maybe he made a new deal before he died to come back, maybe stronger. Maybe he got cloned somehow by Hydra. Who knows? My actual theory, and I have that was just my other two theories. I had three of them: the clone, Hydra, or maybe he made a new deal. But my main thing is that this is a Coulson from another dimension. And we all know when Spider-Man Homecoming, Spider-Man Far From Home, is coming out soon, and they're gonna be talking about multiple dimensions and all that stuff, and all that the Avengers in Endgame went through time travel and the quantum realm. So maybe they found a pocket dimension where there's another Coulson and he has no idea what the Shield are, and he's just a rogue person. Who knows? But it's gonna be interesting to see who is this new Coulson and what's his end game all about. You know what I mean? Is he gonna be a friend to the team? Is he going to be a new enemy for the team throughout the whole season? But we have to wait and see what happens. I do like the fact that, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. try to do things before the movies do, even though they're in the same universe, but they don't really pay attention to each other anymore. But it is fun. Last couple years ago, they did the Inhumans. Marvel never did that. It kind of worked in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and then they made the Inhumans show, and we all know how that turned out. And now they got the X-Men back, so hopefully they don't mess that up. But yeah, they like to try new things with their shows, and it ends up being pretty cool. They had Ghost Rider, so maybe one day we'll see Ghost Rider in the actual movies. That'd be kind of cool. They're already beaten Hydra already too many times. They're doing the whole time travel thing. They did time travel last year when they went to the future, so it worked for worked for the TV show, and then it worked really well for the MCU. So maybe this new other Earth stuff works. The parallel universe, maybe it works for them, just like how it works for DC and the Flash and Arrow and the multiverse. Maybe it works for them in TV, and then Marvel will eventually take up that, adopt that philosophy and use it for themselves. Who knows? A lot of possibilities for this new season. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I cannot wait. I'm glad it's back. It's going to be on Fridays now, so that's going to be cool. So, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about it, and stay tuned for more. And thank you very much, and have a good day.